Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching the originals. This is episode 12 of season 3. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series so far. I'm really enjoying it. It's kept me excited every single episode. Camille, she's obviously transitioned into a vampire now. I was really excited for it, but obviously it looks like we're getting like a Vicky Donovan side, you know, where she's erratic, she's off the rails, she's not listening to anybody. She thinks she knows literally everything because she spent time with Klaus being his kind of therapist, and he's like book writer or whatever, his memoir writer, and you know, the person that he's kind of lent on all the time. Like, she feels like she's absorbed all the knowledge of being a vampire and how to do it and how to compel people, and it's okay. Like she said to Klaus, you know, we could do whatever we want, mate, because we could just compel everybody in here to forget and do what we want anyway. Interesting, you know. He was trying to pull her into a mentorship, so to speak. He was like, look, mate, this is not you, Camille, and you know, you're not this type of person. Yes, I understand that you're a vampire and you will be changing, but you're not this person, this savage who's going around killing people. She literally, her personality has changed like that. It's a total different person, not one that's just kind of like enhanced being a vampire, kind of like Caroline. You know, I always refer back to it because I feel like she is a good example of what a good vampire could actually be like. Okay, they do some things here and there, as vampires do. You know, you can't blame them all the time. Sometimes they do attack people, and sometimes obviously they bite people, but we have to remember they are vampires, and that's in their nature to do it. So sometimes they just want to feed and they do go for it. But in terms of being a good and be like a vampire, and you can actually like restrain herself and has quite good morals, I reckon Caroline is a good example of what Camille should be wanting to look to do. Because the reason why she turned as well, she said she wanted to help people, and if she could have the restraint of Caroline with the intent of her uncle, she would be an amazing vampire. She would be literally like a very, very good one, but obviously we're getting a different side to her, a mad one, literally. What did we have now? We had the Strix. They revealed that they had a sire themselves who could look into the future and see what's to come, and the way that they could do that is they could go into Elijah's mind. They can find out what the weapon is that exactly was to kill them. So that's what he done. He let her go inside the mind. They found it, mate. They said it was a horse or something, a trinket, and Klaus realised that it's a weapon that he's fashioned himself when he was younger. Do you remember when the storm was coming, and he made like a little ornament and he gave it to Rebecca, and he was like, look, keep this close, you know, no matter what, forever and always, I'll always be there with you. And then we seen it in the episode earlier, because what's her name now? Hope had it. Haley, she's got a bit of PTSD with Jackson's death. She can't really stay in the house much. You know, she's looking at his stuff and she's feeling obviously emotional, which it would be. You know, she's just lost her husband, and she was going to give Hope that toy, but no, she just threw it on the table and she gave Hope a bunny instead, and was like, right, that's it for today, and then they left. And like I said, Cammie's all madness this episode. She's all over the place while Klaus was releasing this information towards to Elijah, saying that they know where it is. She's obviously stood there, she's listening after having a conversation with Haley. You know, Haley was like, look, I know how you're feeling. I've been in that position before where you've had your life literally flipped upside down. It's not really your fault, and you can't really have people telling you what to do and how to do it. You have to discover yourself, who you are, literally by yourself. And, you know, once that is found and you know who you are and what you want to be, that's when we can move forward. You know, you can't have people telling you who you are now because you don't know yourself. You've transitioned. It's a new life. You're a new person with new abilities. You have to decide the person that you're going to go and be. So she was giving her good information, but Camille, she wasn't listening at all. She's been kind of savage and all the stuff that she's saying as well. She said to her, like, mate, you know, you're going on that you're sad about this situation, Jackson dying, but really deep down you're loving it, aren't you? You've always loved Elijah, and this is an easy way for you to get in with him without no consequences. You know, absolute savage, mate, literally madness. And then later on, obviously, we've seen it played out. You know, they went to get this little ornament because it's fashioned from the white oak stake, which I was saying is a bit disappointing in Klaus in a way that he hasn't destroyed that. If he knew that there's a white oak stake around, why has he not destroyed it? He's savage with everything, with people's lives, and you know, like in collateral damage with family. Like I don't know how he's holding on to this little bit of sentimentality of giving it to Rebecca when it's a chance that could be used against him. And Cammie's got it, mate. She listened, she's remembered the conversations that they have for being a therapist and a friend. She's got it, she's got leverage now, and you know, I'm really interested to see what she does, mate. Literally, I really am, because like I said, I thought she was going to be a great vampire, but now she's like a savage one, which I do like savage ones, to be honest, but I wanted her to be on Klaus' side, but right now it's like she's a lone wolf, so that's interesting. And then obviously we've got the Davina storyline. She's gone inside to try and find Cole, because the Strix give her an offer. They were saying, look, mate, come join us. You see all these witches here, these sires, you know, like, we give them immense power. We've got a spell that can bring Cole back. She didn't believe it, so what she done is she channeled powers from Josh, went to the other side, kind of killed herself, went to the other side. Josh was a connection to the real world. She was speaking to Cole. He said that it's not the right spell, but he was lying. She knew it. She was like, why are you lying? And he's like, well, you know, you've got, if you make a deal with the Strix, they're not good people. I like literally advise you to avoid that at all costs. And then obviously the ancestors, they was coming in, he was trying to find Cole, and obviously because he want Davina, I think, because of what happened. He helped her escape. They come, they attacked Cole, and then Davina was saved by the witch, the sire, the seer, whatever it was, that went into Elijah's mind and brought her back into the present. And she said to her, look, mate, you know, regarding your question of whether it was worth it joining the Strix, it definitely was. And then later on, at the very end of the episode, Elijah went and killed her. He's like, look, actually, I'm sorry, you know, like, well, she said it. She was like, I know you're going to have to kill me. I've looked into your mind. I know all your secrets, and I know you can't let me live. And then Elijah just went, boom, bit her neck, and she was like, I'm free, and then fell into the water. So that's mad as well. Like, she just told Davina that, you know, it was the best thing that she could have done to join the Strix, but it seems like it wasn't. So, again, another interesting twist. Can't wait to find out and watch more. Thanks so much for clicking on today's video. Hopefully, guys, enjoy. If you did, please smash a like, really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into today's episode.
We're cloaked, but I can sense somebody searching for you, and my guess is it's Freya Michelson.
You put up a boundary spell Klaus can't enter. If he wants what's his, he'll give me back what's mine.
Camille, you gotta see the mess you're in. You jacked the one weapon that can kill the most powerful vampires in the world.
I'm sick of playing at a disadvantage. It's what got me killed.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Mate, every vampire in the world will be after her. Does she not realise as soon as that gets out that she's got the weapon?
Ariana discovered the weapon that could kill an original. You killed her.
She was nice to me.
And perhaps you won't mind spending a little more time together. Search her mind and find the weapon. My life and the lives of the Strix are tied to his. I will not rest until that weapon is found.
You recruit a witch from my city and you don't even tell me?
Some things are beyond even my control. If the prophecy is true, the Michelsons will fall within the year and us along with them.
It's interesting, man. They all just want to stay alive. Do whatever it takes.
As I send you off to join your ancestors, just know this is her fault.
I have an ancient mystical weapon of doom, and instead of agreeing to my very fair trade, you're making threats.
It's a rather effective tactic. One I usually reserve for enemies, and here I thought we were intimate.
I just want back what you took.
That's interesting, man. It actually really
What,
is.
it's like a third of them?
Y'all want my advice? Y'all best to finish this up before someone finds out what you took.
What I physically don't understand is, yeah, Klaus absolutely dominated her, yeah, in the last episode when he said, your dark objects, they're the objects that Cole made. So they're the Michelsons. I think that's absolutely just ending. Like, literally ends that conversation there. It's dominated her. She can't say anything to say that it's more hers. No matter what happens, yeah, the founder, the creator, is always the Michelsons.
Niklas, come here, look at me. Till then, I'll keep Aya distracted.
Why don't you just kill her?
Aya was a towering intellect with an insatiable curiosity. Long ago, I invited her to join a rather elite company.
She was one of the first Strix.
Michael descended, accompanied by a small army. He laid to waste everything that I'd built. We had no choice but to run. Aya did not. So when Tristan found her, he rescued her. And she's never forgiven. Not entirely certain I've ever forgiven myself.
I do like this Aya storyline, actually. She seems quite powerful, like, and a pretty good character.
Take some time, gather your focus. We'll reconvene in an hour.
I know you're not a New Orleans witch, but you did die here. When I was a little girl, I remember being told that a witch who wasn't consecrated would never know peace.
Yeah, man, I want this girl to come back and help her.
A trinket I made when we were children.
And that's how it works.
You of all people know what I am capable of, and yet you seem determined to incur my wrath. If I give your trinkets back, you will grow arrogant under the false belief you have power, and ultimately you will end up dead.
Your ex hates me so much, she murdered me. And since I can't fight her fair and square, I need those dark objects.
I'll retrieve your toys.
We will not rest until that weapon is under our control.
Don't we look so very comfortable indeed leading Tristan's little circus? The founding father. See, today is the day I take back what is mine. You follow me, I shall return you all to greatness. For the uninitiated, the charter of the Strix. Oh, this is important. In the absence of a worthy leader, charter shall be invoked to Elijah Michelson.
Then I invoke the right of Ludum Regale. You cannot invoke one element of the Charter and disregard the rest. A contest of strength and cunning shall determine the line of succession. Whomever holds the Charter at the stroke of midnight shall be the new leader of the Strix.
I love it. She's really good though. She don't die.
Jack is gone, and the only thing that calms her is her favorite toy, which Camille stole to get back at you. I know that you're angry at Camille, but you know as well as I do that she's not in her right mind.
Anything you care to share with the group?
See, I'm going to say with this Davina situation, go against these witches. I love it. You know what I mean? Give them false hope. But my honest, 100% honest opinion is the storyline of Davina consistently working against the Michelsons is boring to me. That is all I'm going to say. I'm not slagging Davina off. I'm saying that storyline has ran its course, mate. We're 3 seasons in and it is so boring for me. Now, I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. But if it does, if she wants to go and get this weapon now and she wants to try and use it against Klaus and Elijah and she wants to be the alpha, and it's just, I'm tired of it now. It's too long. Literally, it's dragged out so long. Like, I would prefer her to go down a different avenue, a new storyline, like with the Strix and the witches. That to me is potential of being something good. I don't need to go into the past again. And that's nothing to do with Davina, that at all. It's just, yeah, I just can't, I just pray that we don't have, let me go and get this weapon and try and use it against the Michelsons myself.
Oldest, most sophisticated society of vampires in the world, and we settle our disputes like kids on the playground at recess.
Leadership must be earned. And one way or another, I will have that charter.
But you got to admit, you poked a real irritable bear. Klaus let you into his life because he trusted you.
That girl is dead.
I'm not saying that, man. Literally, it's like, I feel like she's denying it every time she says it.
Pick on the new girl because she knows a few vampires. I agreed to work with the Strix, same as you.
You're nothing like me. I was just a kid when I became a sister. My mother was sick. All I wanted was to help them. By the time I finished doing everything she asked me, my own mother couldn't even stand the sight of me. Real magic, it will change you. My guess is it'll be right after you save that person you care about. That's when you'll lose everything. All I care about is leaving this damn coven.
They've all been abused by Aya. They're well mad. They all sort of die.
Are you quite done?
You'd have me submit.
All of you swore loyalty to a serpent.
Seized control of this fellowship.
Seize control! Is that how you rewrite history? You ran like a coward. We all have a choice. And that day I watched as my fellow Strix were slaughtered.
The moment I knew that my family was safe, I returned.
Preston saved us. He earned our loyalty.
Preston is a vulture.
Say what you will. You choose your own family always.
Standard.
This is Elijah Michelson, traitor to our cause.
I kind of want him to kill her now, but I don't as well.
Meet him.
Marcel.
I thought you two were gonna talk each other to death. Come midnight, I'm in charge.
If someone's playing games, just know the contest ends when I call. Camille! Of course, Marcel is very popular with the locals. Many residences around here. Neither you nor I may enter.
You had the chance to end me. You hesitated.
Should the opportunity present itself again,
I'll be certain to finish the task.
Something's not right. Stay here.
You're one of the coven affiliated with the Strix.
Check this out. Man.
Camille, either they're gonna kill you or Klaus will for losing that thing. You need to go.
This is why I want Davina to come now.
You know what I've come for. You have a high tolerance for pain.
Oh, she's dropped it already. She's gone. She's fucked it, mate. She lost it. I can't believe it. I can't believe she lost it. I can't believe that she's lost that. So her confidence now, like, she's gone from, like, being sky high to underground, mate. Like, hey, she's got to face the fact that she's got to go and tell him, yeah, I've not got it now. And to see his reaction, mate. Because you've seen his reaction just by knowing she had it, and now she's lost it, and it's out there, someone's got that weapon that can kill him. They're not going to be happy. And the fact is, yeah, okay, the Strix want it, but it's all good for Elijah. He knows it's never getting used on him. But Klaus, on the other hand, you know, they might have no problem in taking him out because none of them are side to him, so they don't really care. You know, they can actually take. He is a threat down, so they could take him down. And obviously, it's not going to happen. But I kind of want. I love consequences to actions that you take, regardless of what character you are. You could be my favourite, you could be the worst. You do it, you get a consequence. She's got this. I want her to absolutely get tortured. I want her to feel it, the full wrath of it, literally, so she knows where her place is in the world. Yeah. He gives her leeway because it's Camille. But if that was anyone else, they'd be dead. Full on dead. Now, let's not go as far as kill her, but she deserves to feel that pain and understand a place in society. So I'm excited. Really am.
Well, this little escapade has been very cute indeed. Marcel, why don't you come out?
Good luck trying to find me.
Look outside. It's not difficult to track your enemies when your sister's a witch. Outside. No.
You said you got 3 minutes, man.
Elijah.
Oh, you can come
Please, come in.
Your apologies won't bring back what's been lost.
Then shut up and let Vincent track down that witch.
Go, attend to your task. You, however, are not going to leave my sight.
Midnight, Elijah. Time's run out. According to our own laws, the contest's complete.
It wasn't a contest, this was evasion.
Reason I beat you all is because I know every nook and cranny in the quarter.
Nobody's gonna follow your rules if you can't follow them yourself.
His little laugh, he's loving it.
I've been watching the Michaelsons my whole life. Studied them since I was a kid. That's how I drove them out of New Orleans in the first place. This is my city because I took it. That is what a leader does. And if we're gonna stop it from killing us all, who's a better leader than me?
The new leader of the Strix, Marcel Gerard.
Gotta say, fair play to Marcel. Yeah, what was you thinking, Camille? But gotta say, I said it when they had that army episode when he was at war. Yeah, nobody gives a better speech than Marcel. Once he gets going, once he's flowing, you're on his side. Literally, you're like, you know what? I wasn't, but I am now, mate. The guy says it. The guy drags you in. He's so good at it. Amazing at speeches. He's good at uniting everybody. He's a good leader. He actually is. Yeah, he might not be the fastest, might not be the strongest, oldest, whatever's, but it's his city. He is a good leader, mate. A leader doesn't have to be the strongest and the best. A leader has to be the person that understands how everybody should be felt in the situation. Yeah, you could have somebody that's only good at something that's bare minimal that everybody else can do. But the thing is, yeah, put that guy in that task and let him excel and get somebody else on a different task that they're better at. Stop wasting what would you call it, resources on certain areas when it can be better utilised somewhere else. And Marcel's the type of person that knows that. He knows where to place somebody and how to do it and how to access it, where to go with the tunnels and the little passages, and he's got the trust and the compelling in and out of houses. Guy, man, I do think he's probably the best person to lead the New Orleans, and it's good that now the leader of the Strix is not a person sired by Elijah.
The amount of vulnerability you're feeling right now, Klaus, that's what I deal with all the time. Why do you think I'm so desperate to protect myself? But if you had just listened to me, we wouldn't be here right now. It's the same story with you, Klaus.
When she got inside my head, I got inside hers. She's not working for the Strix.
Who is she working for, literally? Well invested now. I knew that none of them witches are working for the Strix. They hate them all. That's what it seems like to me anyway. None of them like him. Who's she working for? So well, it's not Elijah because it's not the Strix, not Klaus. So she's either working for Rebecca or what? I actually have no idea, literally. Lucian, it's got to be. Or it can't be Aurora. What's happened to her? It's Aurora. Shit, man. The maddest person to have it.
More than earned your reward.
And now you will help me.
Yeah, he did. I don't see that coming.
You had to punch your hand through my chest.
Oh, for the love of Marcel, I was in character.
Oh, they working together. Bloody hell.
Tied to the new Grand Poobah.
Quarter is going to become a war zone.
And now we have an army.
What a twist, mate. It's mad. I did not expect that.
You're with the ancestors with... Yes, with Cole. Together as sisters, we are powerful. You can use that power to save your friend Cole.
I have killed many, many people for
I
far
said
less
that.
than what you've done.
What do you want me to say, Klaus? I may not yet know who I am or what I am, but I do know I will never live in fear of anyone.
Could have trusted me.
Now it's him walking away from her. Deep.
First thing I like to do is make sure I know who's on my side.
All our lives are bound to those who made us, and should this prophecy come to pass, we will all perish.
You don't go to war without wise guidance. And by the look in your eyes, it looks like you have some advice to give.
There is a reason I recruited Davina Clare. You see, with the right witches, the correct spell, the precise binding aid, there is a means to eradicate our link to our sires. What do you say? Will you lead the Strix to freedom?
Mate, it's like he's double-crossed her with Elijah, but then I'm kind of thinking, I don't know, did she want that? Do you know what I mean? Like, because now she's in a position to, like, he's in command and she's giving him wise counsel, which he will listen to. And, like, if she's holding information that he can take, you know, she can kind of, like, feed him little drips and drabs until he's hooked on what she wants to say. Do you know what I mean? So I kind of feel like both of them were one, and both of them wanted Marcel in charge. That's what I feel like. That is really interesting. Now, in terms of them, obviously, I understand the reason that they want true freedom. Then they're in control of their own fate, aren't they? Because it is true, if my life was linked to someone else's, you know, you'd be a bit scared, wouldn't you? You'd be like, oh, what's he doing all the time? What's she doing? You know, like, is she okay? What happens to him happens to me. I get it. I do get it. But I also like that factor that what happens to one happens to all. And I like that. I like how that sometimes gets dominant thrown over them. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't actually go after Klaus, yeah, because all you'll die. Do you know what I mean? You can't go after that, yeah, because all you'll die. I kind of like that, but I also respect where they're coming from. Makes total sense.
If Aya and the Strix had the oak, we could at least be certain you were not the target. It's normally we who pose the threat to our intimates. It's an odd feeling.
Ah, smart. Sick.
Animal to aim to hunt with bullets made of wood.
A monster.
Sick. Smart. She's used the brain wisely. I said it. I've said it loads of times in the Vampire Diaries. Probably can't like recall certain episodes, but when they get this little white oak stake, yeah, like they should do it in the gun weapon, because you could hit them from anywhere. Literally, she could walk to Klaus now and he'll come out and confrontate her, because he will. He'll keep his distance though. She could just go boom, 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 down, get a sniper. You know what I mean? Unexpected. He's not going to move. It's like, it's too quick. You've got, like, I think it's a great idea carving it down into bullets, personally. And there's a chance that you definitely should be taking one out, in my personal opinion. Literally, one should fall with a gun. So it's interesting. She's done the right play. Instead of trying to make it into a big, like when they made that big massive dopey steak, right? I always said, why is it so big? Literally, like, why is it that big? It didn't need to be. I said that, did. It's massive. Didn't need to be. Carrying it around, big dopey thing in the pocket, everyone could grab it. Little mini bullets broken down, great play. I'm excited. Can't believe Aurora's done it. What? I'm trying to remember, like, what happened to her? Because the last thing I remember, yeah, is, did she not get took from Klaus somehow? Was she in a car driving and it get blown up? I can't. The last thing I remember is them saying to Tristan, "We've got Aurora," and they use Camille as the body inside the shipment container. But I actually thought they had Aurora, but they just and they baited me, because when they said it was Camille, I was like, "Whoa, it was Camille." Do you know what I mean? That was well good. Because I actually thought it was Aurora, because I thought they had her. So I don't understand how she's walking free. I might have missed that. It might be something so simple. They may have never had her. But from my knowledge, from the moment that she was sat in that shipment container when Tristan walked in, I thought that the Michelsons had possession of her. So that's interesting, man. I'm going to have to go back and look at it. And that's going to wrap up today's episode. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. You know, in the episode, I was kind of saying, you know, if Davina's going to go after the Michelsons, you know, it's going to bore me. I think that storyline's boring. I still do, but, you know, too quick to jump on that bandwagon one. I definitely thought that she was going to try and use it and take possession of it herself, but actually we've gone down a different route, and, you know, she warned Camille about what was going on. She knows that it's Aurora that's got the stake. She's actually told that information as well, which is good. You know, she's not held it herself. And it looks like we are going to focus in doing a Davina storyline with the witches and the Strix. So I mean, I'm gonna clap for it because it's definitely what I wanted. I did not want another let's go after the Michelson storyline. I wanted her to go pursue her own new story. I like it. That's where we're going. It's, you know, I'm a big fan of it. Literally, I really am. Now, Camille, she messed up big time. You know, she thought she was the alpha. She got played. She's a new vampire, so obviously she hasn't got the... She's got to face all these different things to come. You know, she's probably never even encountered a witch before in this aspect of it. Yeah, she's obviously seen it, Davina do stuff, but she's never had one go after her. Smart that she was quick to use one of her, you know, dark objects and kind of like hindered her a little bit, but she still managed to get away. So it didn't really do anything. It just kind of like stalled her a little bit, and you know, got inside her mind, but she still got away. You know, it didn't really have much of an effect to her. But I said that I wanted Klaus to make her suffer. I still do. Like, she can't just get away with it because it's Camille. Because if that was someone else, like I said, they would be dead. So, even if it was Haley, he'd probably still go mad at her. Do you know what I mean? She got let off too easy. He just said, like, don't leave my side, you know, you've been stupid. He just said what a normal person would say. That's stupid, you know, you shouldn't have done that. Well, you should have trusted me. You know, that's what people say when they can't absolutely compel you, dominate you, you know, attack you, or be the alpha. You know, that's something that I would be saying. I'd be like, yo, I'm really disappointed, Camille, you know, you should have trusted me, blah, blah. Where, like, Klaus, he should be like, bah, 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 I'm in charge, you know, you think you're the best, blah, blah, blah. That's what I wanted, but obviously we didn't go down that way, so I am disappointed with that as well. Now, I do like how Camille did stand up to him, though, and say, look, mate, I lost it, I'm sorry, yeah? But I'm not going to let anyone boss me around or something like that anymore, you know? I'm going to be in control of my own things. I respect that as well, really do like it. Now, we've not seen Freya in maybe, like, 2 episodes now. I don't understand why. Because we use her to, like, locate things, but we never actually physically see her do it. And I would like to see her because why not? She's a good witch. I enjoy this season so far. She seemed really happy and upbeat. She's helping everyone. Not reluctant to either. She's, like, always in there, team playing it up. So why is she not in more scenes? I really like how it was kind of like a double cross between Elijah and Marcel. And actually wanting him in charge, not him. So that he can infiltrate the Strix and Aya. And to be honest, I liked everything that was going on between them. I like how Elijah thought, surely it didn't play, like, if it was Elijah's plan to go in there and, like, be all, yeah, I'm the big man, get the scribe out, read it, and he thought that she was going to challenge him, then that is putting it all on the line, innit? And it works, mate. She challenged him. Good fight as well. What I do like about Aya is she doesn't care who's in charge. She said, I'm willing to die, mate. I'd rather die than be in charge of you, Elijah, you know? She stands up for what she believes in. I respect anybody that does that. She put up a good fight. I love how Marcel come in as well. Catch me if you can. Beat Roadrunner. See you in a bit, mate. No one can find him. He's gone in someone's house, chilling, having a brew. You know, he's got a TV on, feet up, not bothered. And, you know, come out, done one of his unreal speeches like he always does. He gets everybody on his side when he does them. You know, I'm the king. New Orleans, you know, all that stuff. Great. I know the city, I know the tunnels, I know the people, the tourists. If someone's coming in to this city to destroy it, it's going to be in my city. And who knows it better than me? Who do you need in charge right now? You need me. Do you know what I mean? And then Elijah come in, put his hand on his heart. Looked like he was going to kill him. She said, don't. You know, he's now our new leader, even though she was reluctant to say that. And then obviously they bounced. Later on, turns out that was their plan all along, Elijah and Marcel's, you know, like him to be in charge and get their secrets and all that. I think it was really good, actually. A big twist, didn't expect it. But then, boom, fast forward, mate. It was in the bar, him and Aya. And he said some good stuff as well. Mate, people in charge need wide counsel. You know, you don't get far if you just do your own. You need people here advising you, giving you opinions. And it looks like you've got something you want to say. And she said it, mate. She was like, look, you know, the reason what we wanted Davina Sinclair was for is we think she's a key for us to unlink ourselves from the sires. I think that she could do a spell or whatever. She's got the powers to make us become our own people, our own masters of our own fate. And, you know, are you going to be the leader of the Strix and you're going to go after it, or what are you going to do? And then it just begs the question, like, did she let Marcel win as well? Elijah clearly did, because that was their plan. But maybe she just outplayed them all. Because, again, now their goal, they're not from the same sires, but they've got a mutual goal now. Why would you not want to be free? Why would you not want to be the master of your own destiny? Do you know what I mean? And I think that is very, very intriguing. Marcel might not have wanted to partner up with them, but then you layer off a down on the line and it changes everything, doesn't it? He's in charge now, and like I said, she could be dabbling information to him for the next few episodes, and it could be going in his head and he'd be thinking, oh mate, great ideas he's in, and you never know where you're going to go. So it's actually good stuff going on. You know, I thought Camille would be better than she is so far, but transition phase, I let her pass. You know what I mean? I told you I'm going to give her 3-4 episodes before fully say, you know what, we should be doing better with her, we're disappointed with her, you know, she's not really being the person that I think she should be. Right now she's in the middle playing ground. She's not been an up, she's not been a down, she's been like a level, and she's kind of like dipping a little bit in terms of like, I really loved that. I was like, yeah, and then I was like, oh, okay, you're okay, and now she's dipping a bit, and I wanted to just come back up just that little bit in the next episode. So thanks so much for clicking my video. Hopefully guys enjoy it. If you did, please smash like, it really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I will catch you in the next one. Cheers guys.